Great job. We did have a big transition. We know this is a classroom up until 2 o'clock, so it was a pretty quick transition, which is a great thing. I do want to welcome you officially to our D.A.R.E graduation for 2021. This will be a great program. It shouldn't last too long, and then, of course, when we're finished, you do get cookies and punch from our wonderful PTO. They do have that set up out in the cafeteria, so that's a great thing. We are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, so everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm not sure where the flag is. Oh, it's back there in the classroom. I'm glad you guys can see it. If you can't see it, you can always look at one of our shirts, right? Our shirts are kind of fun. All right, guys, 1, 2, ready, go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, let's go over some of our PAX rules on how to act during an assembly. Remember, in an assembly, you should have eyes forward, listening, looking at your speaker, right? You should have maybe your hands in your lap. You should have nothing making extra noise. So let's make sure we're doing a great job as PAX leaders. All right, so I do want to welcome everyone again to our great D.A.R.E assembly. Before we start, we're going to do things a little different this year. I do want to go ahead and call up the essay winners. You are going to sit up here together until it's time to read your essay. But since it's such a long walk, we want to go ahead and get everyone up here. You should have your essay with you. If not, I believe Ms. Tomko has them. So you can come back and see Ms. Tomko before you go up on the stage. So we have Ryder Benton, come on up. Kendall Winkler. Ms. Courtney Lamb. We can hold our applause, though. We'll clap for them later because they definitely deserve it. Baylon Brown. Alyssa Geisway. Eli Polly. Donovan Bastion. Mila Blair. And London Charles. Now, our winners do get medals and a great gift bag, so you guys can look at that great stuff later, because we definitely want to start our program. As soon as Deputy McKay is done with giving the medals, she's going to come up and talk about D.A.R.E. You are next, Deputy McKay. And then the great part after Deputy McKay is the K-9 unit. So it's good. Everyone should have got a program, so when you go to any kind of theater or any kind of awards, you usually have a program to follow. And most people that lead a program try to do their best to follow the program. But sometimes things do get out of order. All right, so now please give a big round of applause to Deputy McKay.
Hi, guys. Okay, first of all, I want to say that I really enjoyed coming in here with you guys this year. Okay, you guys have been a good group. It's been fun. I think you guys had some fun with me, hopefully, too. And I know you guys really want to see the K-9. You want to see Vader, right? We talked about Vader already and the other dogs, so I'm going to get Deputy Hammonds up here. He's going to explain some rules for you guys. Make sure you follow all the rules, because the longer Vader will be able to stay out if you follow all the rules. Okay? So in here, he's going to be up on this stage, so it's going to be a little bit different. So make sure you listen to everything that Deputy Hammonds tells you. Got it? All right. You're up.
He is a German shepherd. He is from Germany. You guys are going to hear me talk to him in German. I will talk to him some in English, but all of his actual commands are German commands. So what I like to do first is talk a little bit about what he does for me and how I use him. The big question I like to ask is, what is the most important body part on him? Right there. His nose. That is the most important part of him to me. The reason that his nose is so important to me is because his nose works much different than ours. So who can tell me how strong a dog's nose is? All the way to the back. You gotta yell at me. 5 times? Anybody have another guess? How about over here? 40, fine. 100. 100 times stronger than ours. To make you guys understand how that works, or how much of a difference that is, who can tell me what a popcorn seed smells like? Over there. Popcorn. Doesn't smell like popcorn. Has been cut or has been popped in. How about you? You can't smell it. Very good. It doesn't have a smell to us. We can't smell the seed. Can Vader smell that seed? How about if I put that seed inside of a Ziploc bag? How about if I hid that Ziploc bag here in this room? Very good. We can still smell it. Because his nose is that much stronger than us. The other fun part with his nose is it works different than ours. Who likes pizza? Who likes cheese on pizza? Pepperoni. Mushrooms. Anchovies. Alright. So, the reason I ask those questions, if we go into a pizza place, what do we smell? If I take Vader into that same pizza place, what's he smell? Everything. Can he smell it at the same time? No. He can't smell it at the same time. He can only smell one ingredient at a time. So even if you put that cooked pizza in front of him, he can only smell the dough at one time, the cheese at one time, the sauce at one time, all the way up to anything you put on there. If you take it home in a box, you smell the box, he smells that as well. But he can only smell one thing at a time. That's the way his nose works. That's why it's so much nicer for us, because I can do that. So when we use him out here for law enforcement, what am I using him for? I'm using him to try to find drugs, right? Because we all know drugs are bad. So that's what I'm using him for. Now, the fun part of Vader is he's called a dual purpose dog. So not only does he find drugs, he has other disciplines that he does too. He is also a tracking dog. What that means is, when I am walking up here on the stage, so I like to pace when I talk to you guys. Every time I take a step, I'm changing the odor of the ground. It doesn't matter if it's here on the stage, if it's on carpet, cement, grass, sand, anything. You change the odor. What he is used for is Deputy McKay is the slowest person I've ever seen.
Total lie.
She cannot run quick at all. So, when she has a bad guy run away from her, guess who she has to call? She has to call me a bad, because she can't keep up with her. So when he gets there, what he does is he uses what part of his body? Uses his nose to smell the ground, right? What he's looking for is that ground disturbance, or where somebody took steps. Now, if I have him on the right person, within about 15 feet, he can get their actual scent out of the ground. So he knows exactly who he's following. That way, if we go along for so long and somebody else walks the opposite direction, makes a cross, right? When I get to that cross, he's going to show me that there's a different change there. And what he'll end up doing is staying with the one who's already with him, because that's the smell he was following. Make sense? Alright, another thing that he is an article search dog, which means you guys have a tree line way out back, right? If I took Deputy McKay's keys from her, and I ran all the way out there, and I took those keys and threw them into the trees as far as I could, how long do you think it would take her to find? Forever. How long do you think it would take all of us to find? We might not find it, right? I can use Vader and ask him to go find him. Because what he's looking for is fresh human odor. That odor's on the keys, right? And again, what's he using? His nose. You guys see where I'm going with this? Why his nose is so important to me? So, he's going to use his nose. And he's going to go out there and look for him. When he finds him the way I know he finds him, is he's going to lay down with him. And it's actually kind of neat. He's going to lay down across his little balls just like that. And if it's small enough of the thing I'm asking him to look for, guess where it is? Right in between his paws. That's where it's at. And what he likes to do is he sniffs it and he looks at that. Sniffs it, looks at that. Now, why do you guys think he looks back at me? Right there. He's letting me know he found it, but just like you guys. Do you guys like to go home and clean your room? Do you guys like to go home and play? If you guys do stuff right at home, are there times you get rewarded for it? Are there times you get things taken away from you? If you do something that you're told to do, you get that back sometimes, right? If that's the case, that's what Vader's doing. He's working for me for a reason. The reason he's working for me is very simple. Everything he does for me is a game to him. It's all playtime. No matter what I ask him to do, that's playtime. What he wants is this right here. This is his toy. It is a piece of rubber hose. That's it. This is his favorite thing in the world. He will do anything I ask him to do for this piece of rubber hose. Want to see what it does? That's it. Don't ask me what he thinks it's a blast. Now, he likes to play tug with it. And when he comes in, you're going to see him play tug and you're seeing him jump, and he's going to act all silly for it. You don't hear him growl when I try to grab it, tug with it. But this is what he works for. This is his reward to play. Everything I ask you to do is play time. Now you guys also just had this big school day, right? If we came up here at nighttime for an alarm, our sheriff's office shows up here, say we have 10 guys up here. We found a window that's broken, right? Somebody's come inside. At 3 o'clock in the morning, should anybody be here? I don't know anybody's going to be here 3 a.m. Alright, so if we come in to search this building, how long do you think it takes some of us to do? Take us quite a while, right? I would guess by the time the school probably a couple hours for us to search it. We can ask Vader to come in and search it, and he's going to do it in half the time. What does he usually do? The nose. He's looking for that human odor, right? Now, with him, when I bring him in for this, if you're ever inside the building with the alarm, we have police there. Last thing we'll do is ever come inside, right? Because normally there's something wrong. But if you see that canine sticker on that car, don't come inside. Because if he's searching it and not me, when I bring him in, I give warnings. My warnings are very simple. Sheriff's office canine. If you're inside, talk to me now. You will be bit. Because he's going to use his nose to find you, right? Does he have balls or hands to be able to shake your hand? Is he going to be able to talk to you? How does he talk to you? He's going to bite you. That's his job, because you're not supposed to be inside here. So that's the way he's coming in to look for it. If he can get to you, he's going to introduce himself very quickly. He's not going to be like your family dog. He's not going to bark at you. He's not going to growl at you. You can be standing right on the other side of that curtain, and the only noise you're probably going to hear are his little toenails going. That's about all you're going to hear. So, if you ever are somewhere where you hear an officer yell like that, what do you want to do? Talk back. As loud as you can possibly yell. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you're yelling at me, hey, I'm in here. You want to talk. Because I'll start talking back to you. Because I can talk to you. And we'll get you out and get you out safely. So you don't get bit, right? So that's another discipline he does. Area search is a discipline. It's basically the same thing that building search is, it's just outside. It's the same concept. We're doing the same thing with it. And last but not least is an apprehension dog, which that is a fancy word to say he's going to bite. He's going to bite when his dad tells him to bite, or if he thinks that somebody's trying to hurt him. Part of his job is to protect him, right? So he's going to protect him. So, those are the disciplines he does. Now, when you guys are setting up in here and coming in, I put a drug hide out for you guys. So I put a hide out here so you guys can watch them work. Okay? What this hide is very easy. It is not actual drugs. I'm not crazy enough to bring drugs in here today. It is a piece of cotton ball. You guys know what a cotton ball is, right? It sat in with a drug. Now you guys might say, what is a cotton ball sat next to drugs? How is he going to find that, or why would he find it? I'll ask you one question. How many times since you guys started school, if you guys come back into your classroom and smell popcorn? Never. How many of you guys have come into your classroom and smell popcorn? Did the teacher share that popcorn with you? Checkmate. Alright, so how long do you guys smell that? 5 minutes, maybe 10. It's not there, but you guys can still smell that smell, right? How long do you guys think a dog can smell something like that? Not forever. All the way back here. Yep. Hours. Who else wants to guess? Back over here. Yep. Few days. How about if I told you up to 2 weeks? They can smell something that's no longer there up to 2 weeks. Now, it's not necessarily that the odor's not there. The odor has got into something else, right? So if you guys are eating popcorn, you guys like butter on your popcorn? Salt on your popcorn? How many of you guys eat popcorn and do this? Where's that odor now? It's in your shirt, right? So then you guys can get on the couch in your family room, right? Now where's that odor? It's on the couch. It's the same thing with other odors. So that's what he's looking for. The actual drug's not here, but the odor's here, right? So that's what he's going to work for. So when he comes in, I'm going to tell him to work. The way we are going to know he found it, he's either going to sit down or he's going to lay down. Normally, if it's something above his head, he'll sit. If it's something low to the ground, he'll lay. And he's going to stare right at it. And every so often, you're going to see him turn around and look at me. What's he looking at me for? Told me he found it. What's he want? He wants his toy. So then you guys are going to see him act all crazy. Alright? So when he comes in, everybody has to stay exactly where you're at. Understood? Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay guys, so now we're going to have like the big boss on the call. I think he's really cool. Very cool. He's the chief, so he's the big boss. He's going to come up and say a couple words.
She making fun of me. What should we do? I'm pretty, kind of a geek, you know.
But hey, look, my crew over here was definitely getting legit this year. How legit? Too legit? Too legit to quit? Yeah, that's my crew. So, I don't know, have you guys got to sing Happy Birthday to Kelly yet? What? It is today. Hey, listen, I just wanted to congratulate you all. This is a very proud day for us. finally stopped Deputy McKay. I'm sorry, I keep calling her first name. Do they have that? Okay. So Deputy McKay stopped at my office and said, this is the best class she's had in Carlisle all year this year right now. But congratulations to you all. Very proud of you. This is a great partnership that we have with Carlisle Police Department. And when you hear these essays today, take it all apart. This is stuff that you can take with you throughout your entire life. There's still kids that come up to Deputy McKay and talk to her about their years ago being in there, and they're now driving and in high school and everything else. So please take all of these lessons to heart. We're here for you. You learn from her that law enforcement is here to help, right? That's what we do. We are here to help. Whether it's this uniform over here, we're all here for you. So I'm very proud of you, very happy for you, and enjoy this day. And we're on the countdown to summer, right? What? Are we on the countdown to summer? How many?
Saturday.
That's congratulations, everybody. I know that Vader's going to be in here in any second, and this is Ahsoka, so watch out. Vader and Ahsoka, go ahead. Congratulations.
Carlisle is here too. Every time we do Carlisle graduation, we live in Carlisle because this is a partnership.
Mr. Carnota, Glenn Thompson, the program said, Chief Department, I would like to do you all. So, congratulations. You guys went through a lot of work. Congratulations to you guys. I'm going to pass it along because this is what I'm sorry.
Did you find it? Is that quick enough? You looked at me. Why did you look at me? Here. So this is a little beta. Yeah, it gets quite crazy stuff on this side. So, Baker is 4 years old. Oh, he rules a lot. So, Baker weighs in about 86 pounds. And his top speed is around 35 miles an hour. Yeah, you're not going to outrun him. And if you notice, you're not going to get away if you get the hold of it, right? So, this is what he loves to do, is play. Now, he goes to work with me every day. He goes home with me every night. Yes, he's still growing. That's a constant. We're always growing. If you want to be a canine handler when you get older, you better be able to handle dog slaughter. Because I have a lot of dog slaughter. It gets on me every day. So, other than that, that's kind of what we do. This is all we do every day. We come in. So, before I take you back out, I'll let you guys answer questions or ask questions. Hey, nuts. So raise hands if you have questions. Back here. Nope, it's never happened. Look at it this way. If you're a bad guy and you're running, and we come through the woods at night, and he starts to bark at you and you're out, are you going to give up, or do you want to try to play with him? You're going to give up, right? That's what those bad guys do. Right? If they grab a stick, you give it a shot. It's not going to follow.
So that's another fun fact of these guys. Guess who he's not to listen to? Guess who he's not tough to listen to? Everybody else. He's not going to listen to anybody but me. All right, I'll over here. Give me that one more time. Is he friendly to other people? Baker's actually pretty good. He's normally very friendly. The only time he's not friendly is if he thinks somebody's trying to hurt me, or if I tell him not to be friendly. Other than that, he's pretty social. Does he get mad when you go to work without him? He does. What does he do? He cries, whines, runs around the house, and my wife normally calls me and tells me to come get my dog. Because he wants to go to work. He does not like having to stay home and I have to work. So, he's not happy camper. Great. What's the name of German? If I could pronounce it, I would let you know. It's about 4 words, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. Do what? I don't let anybody tell you while we're doing this. Back here. Do what? Telling command in German. All right, ready? Lots. What's that? Lay down. Oops. House. That's what I call fun. House. House. Seats. So if I tell him to boost, what is it? He's boosting now. About heel. Flex. Boom. Good luck. So that's all. Okay? Alright, somebody has the next one. It doesn't take that long. So we train these guys in roughly 6 weeks. When we get on, they are what we call a train dog. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know how to sit, doesn't know how to heel, doesn't know how to lay down. So we teach them odors, teach them all the disciplines in roughly 6 weeks. As far as me having to learn commands and all that, there's not a whole lot of commands I have to learn. So I only have about 10 words to learn that. That's pretty simple. Right. I've got Tango at home, so Tango's retired. He worked with me for 9 years. If you guys think this guy is big, Tango is bigger. Tango weighs in at 100 pounds. Tango also had everybody scared of him, including everybody in that back row. So, yes, I do have elements at all. My house is not the house you want to try to break into. You're going to be greeted by 3 of these guys. Right here. Tango, he's a German Shepherd as well. Tango looks pretty much identical to this guy. Same coloring, everything. Right now. All of those things. So what is mine's skeleton. Do what? Vader. His name's Vader. I have Vader, Daniel, and Paladin. Right. Paladin. So Paladin is a search and rescue dog. Right. How much is this in?
I got two of them. They got one.
Right. No.
I have taken away from them.
I'll leave that. When we go on vacation, we get boarded. There's a few places that we can take and board these guys because they are not like normal family pets. So we have to be a little more selective. Right? They are not. You will see Belgian Malinois. They look very similar to a shepherd, but they're smaller. We also have a lab and sheriff's office. So the sheriff's office has 4 dogs. We have Vader, who is 4 years old. We have Hendrix, who is right at 2.5 right now. Mako is about a year and 2 months. And then we have Luna, which is a lab. And she is, I think, 4 now. Right over here. Most of them do not get along with other dogs. They are all alphas. So they want to fight to see who's the biggest and baddest. Right back here. Yep. Got anyone? Where did we get him? When? So I got him, let's see, somebody else. So I got him, 2019. I want to say in March of 2019 is when I got him. Right. Yep. How strong was his bite? Very strong.
Alright, questions are done. We got our reader, our winners. Okay, so we're gonna get moving on that. That's great.
Awesome job. That is definitely a beautiful animal. All right, so guys, we probably won't have time for all the readers. Time does fly in an hour. So what I'm going to do to be fair to all of you, I am going to pick one reader out of each of the 3 groupings. Those of you that don't get to read today, Ms. Tomko, if you could hold them to their essays, and we'll do it during 4th quarter awards. We'll let the other 6 readers read because I truly don't think we'll have time for all the readers. So out of the first grouping, though, I would like Ryder Benton. Come on up and read your essay, Ryder Benton. And again, parents, I know this is going to be live streamed, or it's going to be on our website tomorrow. We'll make sure we try to record them when they do it during our awards, too, so we can actually see the other ones read the essays. All right, so here is Ryder.
Do you know what D.A.R.E is? Well, if you don't know what D.A.R.E is, it stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. I have learned lots of stuff. My stuff includes smoking, signs of stress, and alcohol addiction. Smoking has become really popular, and even teens have started smoking. Those teens probably didn't know that smoking can cause lung cancer. Those teens probably also don't know that smoking can also cause heart disease. If those kids don't stop smoking, their teeth will fall out. Smoking can also cause dry skin and wrinkles. Another thing we learned in D.A.R.E class is stress. Everyone stresses out at least one time in life. Ways people relieve their stress is sweaty palms, feeling embarrassed, and scared to kick and punch. Sometimes to help with stress are footballs, fidget spinners, and fidget cubes. Stress happens throughout life. Drinking is a Did you know that there are over 75,000 alcohol-related deaths in the U.S. each year? There are multiple signs of people are drunk. Some examples are slow reflexes, memory loss, and loss of body control. When drunk, people will also have poor judgment. People who are drunk will also have loss of coordination. All this information will help you make better decisions later in life. Our goal is to not smoke and drink responsibly.
Very good, Lana. Again, I have one thing, even though we don't have time to read it, I would like you to stand. Oh, I'm sorry. I would like you to stand. Kendall Winkler and Courtney Lamb, stand up. Who are winners. Please give them a round of applause. And I'm sorry, again, you'll get to read it during fourth quarter awards. All right, so out of the next grouping, and I'll just stay and pick the first name listed. So Miss Baylin Brown. Come on up, Baylin.
Did you know there are 75,000 alcohol-related deaths each year? D.A.R.E abuse resistance education. D.A.R.E is a good place to learn to do what not to do. D.A.R.E teaches you how to deal with stress, how to resist feelings. You can use the D.A.R.E decision-making model to make good choices. Stress is not a good feeling. I get stressed out. Another thing I get stressed over is taking a test. I usually get stressed over that because I don't want to do it. To make me calm down, I tell myself that I will have good grades and that I just not. Whenever someone gets stressed over is when I'm sleeping in a foul shot at basketball. To get over that, I imagine a basketball and there are many ways to resist. If you are in a situation you don't want to be in, there are a few ways to get out of the situation. First is to say no with a reason or an excuse. All you have to do is say no and give an excuse, like, I have to go eat dinner. Another is changing the subject. For this one, you have to say, let's do this or play. This is done. Last one is walk away. All you have to do is say no and walk away. A bully is not a good person. Anyone who can lead you to great trouble. If you want to tell a teacher about why you could use the 5 Ws. The 5 Ws are who, what, when, where, and why. These words can help you explain what is going on. Some things you don't want to do is very verbal. Verbal means to make collections. Another thing you don't want to do is just say no. If you do that, they might get sad. In the D.A.R.E class, we learned a lot about drugs abuse, resistance, and education. This information will help me make good decisions as I get older. I promise not to be a bad person as I grow up.
Great job, Baylin. And that grouping, we did have Alyssa Geisler and Eli Powell. You can stand up. Again, you'll read them during fourth quarter awards. Please give them a round of applause. So you've got more time to practice. Those of you that are already nervous. All right, you may be seated. The last grouping of winners, we did have, I'm going to have Mr. Donovan Boschnick. Come on up, Donovan.
If you want some tips on being safe, want to read this. It will help you stay safe and stay away from bad situations. Smoking is very bad and harmful to you, and it can be addictive. In the U.S., smoking is the leading cause of death. Smoking can cause heart diseases, lung cancer, stroke, tobacco, smoking, and smoking is discovered. Look to the brain. So don't smoke if it's harmful and hard to stop once you start. But don't worry, some ways to resist. There is saying no or giving an excuse like saying no, you will get died for life. If that's not for you, you might change the subject or just walk away from that person. You might stay with friends, so if someone offers you a beer or something,
it is easier to say no or just stay away altogether. As you should know, alcohol is bad for you. Alcohol is very addictive when you're 21 and whereas there are 75,000 alcohol-related deaths each year. Too much alcohol can slow down the body and lead to coma and death. Mixing alcohol with medicine is very dangerous. Too much alcohol can cause loss of coordination, poor judgment, and loss of self-control and slow reflexes. This stuff can help you and me be safer in the future.
Great part. Sorry. You know, Miss Dearwest really doesn't think that. So anyway.
And the last movie, I do want to honor Maya Blair and London Charles. And in the program now, we're supposed to confer certificates. This year, is not going to have time today. Everyone today to pass out the certificates before this. So teachers, I do have a certificate. So I'm like all
All right, and then I know the next class you would always have, I believe, after Ms. Tompkins is Mr. Phillips' class. So Mr. Phillips' class stand up. All right, Mr. Phillips' class. Just to need self-control and self-discipline. There's the help with that too. Self-control, self-discipline. After Mr. Phillips' homeroom, I know she has Ms. Middleton's homeroom. Ms. Middleton's outfit, and Ms. Jones, if you don't mind, or I'll make sure she's here. You can give Ms. Jones. And then after Ms. Middleton, I know she has Ms. Hoover's class. Ms. Hoover's class, stand up. And last but not least, last period, I know it was hard for her to stick with me, but she had Ms. Johnson's homeroom. Ms. Johnson's homeroom. Officers here, you have any closing statements? You're more than welcome.
No, I just want to tell you guys, every year I always make a video of the drum album. You guys do that one. And guess what?
Oh, from the year before? That's scary when I do it. It's really scary.
So, yeah, so you've got to see videos for this, all right?
Before we officially close, because again, we'll kind of dismiss back row first, because the cookies and punch are in the cafeteria. My dad said, if you don't store it, you don't have to worry about stopping it. So there's no reason to start drinking, smoking, doing all those things that are bad in your body, and then you don't have to worry about stopping. So as long as you don't start doing it, you don't have to worry about getting addicted. You don't have to worry about later on in life maybe having lung cancer or kids that you know to be dangerous smokers. You don't have to worry about drinking and driving and wrecking. I mean, this is very important stuff. We're very lucky to have this program in our school. Very,